guys, my name's Jess and welcome to my new YouTube channel. For my first video, I wanted to do something related to makeup for fair skin because if you haven't realized already, your girl's extremely pale. And today, the star of the show is this bad boy right here. This is a STILA Perfect Me Perfect Hue palette specifically for fair and light skin, and I absolutely love it. So if you want to see how I achieve this look right here, then keep watching. Okay, so the first two steps I take before applying my makeup are moisturizing and priming. This SKINDINAVIA primer spray is my all-time fave because I have super oily skin and it's oil controlled. After my face is all prepped, I apply a small amount of the MERCIER Secret Camouflage Concealer on top of my birthmark and any other blemishes I have. This is the lightest compact in the line and the yellow shade is perfect for my pale skin. Next, I use my Sigma Black Kabuki F80 brush to apply my L'Oreal True Match LUMI foundation in the shade W12, which is the lightest shade in the line. I've tried many different foundations, but this is the one that best matches my skin tone. And I apply it all over my face, excluding the area where my birthmark is because I deal with that later. Then I take a fluffy Morphe foundation brush and blend the foundation down my neck so there are no harsh lines. I then take my Nude Beauty Blender with a little more foundation and apply it directly over the concealer covering my birthmark. I use a beauty blender instead of the brush here so it doesn't mess up the concealer. Then I go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 15 Fair. I apply it in a triangle shape underneath my eyes to conceal any dark circles and go down the bridge of my nose to highlight. And then I take the pointed side of my dampened beauty blender to blend all of the concealer out. To set my under eye concealer, I use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Translucent powder is great if you have fair skin because it's totally colorless but still locks everything in. For the last step of concealing my birthmark, I take a combination of two Maybelline cover sticks in the white and ivory shades and blend them out with my beauty blender. I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 110 Porcelain to set the area of my birthmark, and then using a Morphe powder brush, dust a bit more over the rest of my face. Now onto the fun stuff. To contour, I take my Morphe M460 brush and pick up a small amount of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer from my Z palette to carve out the hollows of my cheeks. Now girl, I know this looks harsh, so before you panic, I use my Sigma F40 contour brush to blend out that line. Now onto the star of the show, the beautiful STILA Perfect Me Perfect Hue Eye and Cheek Palette. It has 4 eyeshadow shades, a highlight, and 2 blush shades that really complement pale skin. I use my Real Techniques multitask brush and mix the 2 blush shades together. Now if you have a contour going on, you don't want to only apply blush to the apples of the cheeks. Instead, apply it along the angle of your contour for a more seamless look, and don't forget to blend, blend, blend. Now this baby, the BECCA x JACLYN Hill Champagne Collection palette, is life. If you're pale like me, then you have to be careful with the blushes because they are super pigmented, but the highlights are perfect. I apply Champagne Pop with a Morphe highlight brush to the high points of my cheekbones to highlight my face. I completely forgot to contour my nose earlier, so I use my Coastal Scents C433 blending brush to contour down the sides of my nose to make it appear slimmer, and then I go back in with Champagne Pop down the bridge of my nose and hit my Cupid's bow too. Now on to the eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. I start by brushing out my scraggly eyebrow hairs, and then I line the lower part of my brow, extend down to the tail and fill in any sparse areas, and then lastly I brush them out with the spoolie. Then I take my under eye concealer from before with the Morphe flat liner brush to clean up and define underneath my eyebrow. To prime my eyes for eyeshadow, I apply the MAC Paint Pot in Bare Study all over my lid. I use the shade Alluring from the STILA palette as a base, and then I use the shade Dynamic and apply that all over my lid. And for my crease, I use the shade Glamorous and buff that out in the corner of my eye. For some sparkle, I apply one of NARS' new Hardwire eyeshadows in the shade Earthshine in the center of my lid. And then I go in with a bit more of Glamorous from the STILA palette underneath my bottom lash line. And for the last step of my eye makeup, I use the shimmery shade Passionate and apply that in the corners of my eye and underneath my brow bone. To line my eyes, I use the new L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Eyeliner in the blackest shade and create a small wing. To line my waterline, I use the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in black. Then I curl my lashes and apply 1 coat of the Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara to prep them for false lashes. The false lashes I applied were the Ardell Wispies in black, and girl, I can't apply them on camera to save my life, so here's what they look like after. And because I forgot to before, I applied the Maybelline Clear Brow Gel to tame those beasts. And for my lips, I used the new e.l.f. Matte Lip Color in the shade Rich Red. And to finish the look, I top it off with the new SEPHORA x Mara Hoffman Kaleidescape Lip Gloss in Rose Quartz, and there we have it. Alright guys, so that's my go-to glam look for pale skin. I hope you enjoyed watching. I've listed all the products and links to where to buy them in the description box below. I'm going to be putting up another video in the next couple days, so if you like this one, then feel free to subscribe and like and comment. I welcome all feedback. Thanks so much for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye guys!